Russian authorities say there are no survivors among the 71 aboard the passenger jet. It crashed just outside Moscow. Cold and record snow are slowing recovery efforts. The plane was en route to the city of Orsk, 1,500 kilometers to the southeast in the Urals. The crash site is only some 40 kilometers south of the airport. In Moscow is our correspondent Jessica King. Jessica, what do we know about the crash so far?
Well, yes, sadly, we know that 65 passengers were on board, as well as 6 crew, and they have all been confirmed dead in this plane crash. In the last couple of hours or so, a list of the passengers on board has been released by Russian officials, and we can see from that that most of the people on board were Russian nationals, but there were 3 foreign nationals as well. We've heard that fragments of this plane have been found, as well as several bodies recovered near to the site, and this is near the village of Stepanovskoye, which is a countryside area, so thankfully not near any big buildings or major towns. We know, as you said, that the airplane lost contact as soon as it took off, almost within minutes from Domodedovo Airport, which is one of 3 international airports in the city. And officials are really trying to figure out what was the cause of this. There have been a number of questions around what caused this, but a black box has also, in the last hour or so, been retrieved from the site, so that should hopefully find a lot of answers as to what happened to this plane. But of course, tragedy here in Russia, and the world's media descending on Domodedovo Airport and also the airport in Orsk, which is where many of the families of those people who were flying on that plane were from, and they have gathered there. The mayor of that city has said that he has been on hand to talk to the families, the relatives. There's also been ambulances there and psychologists as well on site to talk to some of these families.
Jessica, you mentioned potential causes of this accident. I know we're still in the early stages of the investigation, but any word at all from the officials about potential causes? And also, what is the mood like there in the airport in Moscow?
Well, the officials have announced that a criminal case has been opened. They say they are investigating the causes into it. At the moment, they say it could be down to human error, but it also could be down to weather conditions. You may have heard in recent weeks there has been quite serious amounts of snow falling in Russia, in Moscow in particular. Last weekend, there was the same amount of snow in 24 hours that they would normally get over sort of half a month here. And it is snowing again today, so that is making the search and rescue operation particularly difficult. There are about 150 people deployed around the site to try and do what they can in the search and rescue operation, but there are reports that even vehicles can't get to the site because of the adverse weather conditions, so people having to go on foot. But that is one of the possible reasons for this crash. Witnesses around the area say they saw fire on one of the wings of the plane, so that could indicate a technical problem. But the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, has said a statement on Twitter sending his condolences to the families, and of course tributes have been coming in from hundreds of people all across Russia at their shock and real grief and sadness at what's happened today.
Jessica King reporting from Moscow, where a plane crashed, killed 71 people. Thanks so much. We're learning more about the type of plane that crashed. The Antonov An-148 is a regional passenger jet manufactured in 2010. The plane has a range of about 2,000 kilometers and can carry up to 85 passengers. The pilot was considered experienced with more than 5,000 hours of flight time.